Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. So what we have here, and we had like a breakout of the rising trend line. This is the hourly time frame. And the breakout happened yesterday, and basically it happened overnight. It's at the end of the US session, so market then went into the consolidation, and today market tried to rally like the whole morning, tried to rally and take the 100 area, 110. And so there was no success. Market, every time the market will go there, we see some rejection and reaction from sellers. So at this point, I see potential for the lower price in the pound versus US dollar. We have the expansion 100%, 1.3010, 161.8 expansion at 1.2950. And let's say like some major objective based on this structure is set around 1.2850 mark. So those are the reference points. And we also have news today. So we will see, we have retail sales in US, probably lots of volatility around that event. So we will see actually if this high at 1.3145 can hold. And overall, if this area at 1.3110 as well can hold for today. So the downside structurally is in the play. Gold market, we can see that market actually, if we take a look here, so market is testing the key cluster. And we didn't have any spectacular buyers to go through this pivot. So again, buyers got here in from 1945, 1946. They managed to rally to test the resistance cluster at 1963. But we can see here, like for example, last hour, that the market tried to trade it and negate it basically, and we didn't have a power to hold, so there was no buyers to push through and hold. So we might see also some reaction to the downside. We will see if the market can go like a fully and retest this low. But the two scenarios, either we have rejection and we back to some kind of the mean around 1955, 1945, or market, if the market will have power to push through and hold above, then there is a chance for the higher prices and maybe the test of this resistance cluster at 1970 or even 1982. So we will see how the things will behave around the news events and so, and then we will cover this tomorrow morning. In terms of the crude oil, we had here a breakout of the rising trend line. So let me just place this for you. This was the breakout of the rising trend line, and we had actually quite a fast test, right? So market managed to rally aggressively, but then found sellers around this area around 75.60, 75.80. Supply kicked in, market tried to rally again, it faded. So there is a chance for the lower prices and maybe even for the test of 72.50. We also have the area, the cluster, the lows around 67.10 mark. And speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, it's still in this heavy consolidation. And we can see that consolidation actually appeared just around the swing high. Market didn't have so market is like building this consolidation just around the swing high. And so far market tried to go, it had a breakout but no follow through. And market manager now it's sitting on the support cluster around 29,600 or 700 mark. So either market can still remain in this consolidation, trading back and forth, or as I said, we can have some bigger breakout. The downside breakout, let's say, can be a sign for the further downside move towards the low at 24,900. So we might also see that, but I would like to see the breakout to 29,500 and hold below, that we don't have a reaction from buyers immediately after we break the support like we had here. and that will be a good sign for further downside movement towards this pivot at 25,000 mark. Of course, the market will hit some aggressive rally and hold above 32,000 and hold above, then it can open the door for the next pivots around 34,000 mark. So that's the situation, and I hope, guys, that you did enjoy. Trade safe and speak to you from tomorrow morning.